As the great philosopher Aristotle once said, we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act but a habit. These words hold a profound truth about motivation. Motivation isn't a burst of energy or a momentary spark. It's an ongoing process, a constant force that drives us to pursue excellence. Imagine a marathon runner. It's not the adrenaline of the race day that propels them to the finish line, it's their daily commitment to training, the discipline to persist even when the going gets tough. Or consider a student preparing for a major exam. It's not cramming the night before that ensures success. It's the steady dedication to learning, the perseverance to keep studying even when the material is challenging. These examples show us that motivation is less about the grand gestures and more about the small, consistent actions. The key to achieving excellence is to keep the fire of motivation burning within us. But what exactly is motivation? Let's delve into the science behind it. To put it simply, motivation is the drive that propels us to act. It's a psychological process fueled by our needs, desires, and ambitions. But did you know that this process is deeply rooted in our brains? When we anticipate a reward or a positive outcome, our brain releases dopamine, a neurotransmitter that makes us feel good. This is why we feel motivated to work harder when we expect a promotion or a reward at work. Now, let's consider a fitness example. Ever wondered why we push ourselves to run that extra mile, even when our bodies are screaming to stop? That's our brain responding to the challenge, releasing endorphins that help us combat discomfort and keep going. This is the power of motivation. It's not just a mental state, but a biological response designed to help us survive, thrive, and achieve. Understanding the science of motivation can help us harness its power and channel it towards achieving our goals. Now, you might be wondering, how can I become more self-motivated? Let's explore this together. Cultivating self-motivation might seem like a mountainous task, but it starts with setting clear and achievable goals. Think of Amelia Earhart. Her goal wasn't just a flight of fancy. She planned, prepared, and persevered to become the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic. Maintaining a positive mindset is another key ingredient. Consider Thomas Edison, who saw every failed experiment as one step closer to success. His positive mindset ultimately led to the invention of the light bulb, forever changing the world. Last but not least, celebrate small victories. Imagine if J.K. Rowling had given up after her first rejection. Instead, she celebrated each small step forward, which eventually led to the creation of the globally adored Harry Potter series. With the right mindset and strategies, you can cultivate self-motivation and propel yourself towards success. Remember, motivation is not a destination, but a journey. Picture this: a trekker climbing a steep mountain. The path is tough, the climb is exhausting, and the peak seems far away. But with every step, the trekker is growing, learning, and becoming stronger. This is the journey of motivation. It's not about reaching the peak, but the learnings you gather, the strength you gain, and the person you become along the way. Motivation is a continuous process, a persistent climb. It's about maintaining that drive, that fire within you, even when the going gets tough. It's about viewing challenges not as setbacks, but as opportunities for growth, stepping stones that take you closer to your goal. And as you embark on this journey, remember the words of the great philosopher Aristotle. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. Keep the fire of motivation burning, and you will achieve excellence in your endeavors. We will see you tomorrow for another Daily Drive 365.